You're a baby doll pumpkin sugar pie! Breaking news! The world first pDAI tattoo is here. Shout out to Denial, Jamez, Duncan. Right here. He has gotten a pDAI logo on the side of his heel. Don't know why he chose that location. Doesn't matter. This is groundbreaking. Shout out to Shawnee Boo as well. Shawnee Boo, as soon as I posted this, he goes, man, I've never been more bearish in my life. We got the tattoo. It's contextual, remember. Okay? This is not, oh, I'm so happy we have achieved greatness. Here's a tattoo. This is a believer. This is a believer tattoo. Okay? Now, friends, this is actually real. Do you remember why you're in crypto in the first place? Okay, it's to make money. But why are you really here? You're here to buy growing network effects. But if they're growing, you don't want to buy a grown network effect because that means you're late. Okay? You want to buy New York when it's a patch of grass. You don't want to buy New York when it's owned by Bibi Netanyahu associates and Hollywood directors. And you've got to pay $48 million for a one-bedroom apartment. You don't want to own New York then. You want to own New York when it's literally just a bunch of people smacking each other on top of the head with a stick, and it's just there's orange trees and there's lemon trees. That's when you want to own New York, before the network effect grows. So breaking, we have our first official pDAI tattoo. We call him Double D's, Daniel Duncan. Dollar Die. PulseChain is destined for greatness. That is wonderful. So thank you very much. Just proving everything out here. Now, yeah, friends, hex tattoos were a top signal, okay? We might see more top signals come out. Maybe someone gets a literal Richard Hart tattoo at the top of this cycle. But this is literally, it's extremely critical to understand, friends. Remember, it's a cult, man. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, okay? Random meme coin number 38 of the day that's just rugged on Solana. Is anybody getting a tattoo of you? No. No, they're not. They're getting a tattoo of this, man. It's somebody who believes in something. Okay? It's interesting, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying it's going to go up or down. Already went to zero twice. Could go zero for a third time and stay there. It's just, it is interesting that we've seen a tattoo appear for this coin. It's a marker. Okay? It's a data point. Shout out to Sammy Chica. Lol. Mr. Heart with Dog. Mr. Hoggy Boo. This is incredible. What a legend. Definitely a little flex there with the D in my name. Too symbolic. Too prophetic. Let's get this peg and change the world. It's time. This is actual Denial himself. We call him the river. This is it. So awesome. Bro, mummy whale. Bro, I told you, friends. This is yes. This is wonderful. So I love seeing everyone come out here. Look at this. Mr. Donatas. Is that a top signal? It could be, sir. It could be. All right. It could be, man. We don't know. We don't know. But it just doesn't feel like it. Firstly, it's it's on the side of your heel. It's kind of like, you know what it is, Daniel? That's like if it goes to zero, no one can see it anyway. All right. That's the location of that tattoo. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a girl getting the butterfly tattoo down there. They're like, oh well, you know, when I put my clothes on, no one knows that I enjoy playing checkers on a Saturday night. But for the rest of us, we've got to play some Pumpy G music and enjoy from where we came from. From the gravestone emoji day, we ran up 2,900%, pretty much a 30x. We're sitting at around 0.51 cents. I'm going to cover for you PulseChain stuff out here, friends, as well. Remember, PulseChain's not doing anything. Here are the core coins still moving around here. It's like, friends, every day I watch Ivan. He takes a jab at PulseChain every day. It's like, PulseChain, shout out. He's never coming back. You're all stupid bag holders. Friends, do you want to know something funny though? Like Pulse is really close to flipping Solana on the weekly super trend. It's really close. By the way, on Ivan's chart, Ivan, I can tell his indicator. I don't have it, but I can just tell it's got a tighter band. So his would have flipped green already, by the way. I don't know why. It is funny. It is funny. And by the way, friends, you know, someone said to me, Sommi, how do we know Ivan's not right? How do we know, like, maybe the answer is to just go rotate in and start believing in soy and sucking on the toes of other grown adult men called the LA Vape Cabal? How do we know that's not the answer? Well, here's the thing, man. The universe sends you some signals, okay? Who do you think's richer? A Solana trench kid or an XRP retardio? The answer is the XRP retardio, okay? The XRP retardio didn't know any better. He's buying XRP at 50 cents. Up here, he was up 7x on his money. That's it. Who's richer? Friends, you know all these stories, no one's up 7x, okay? Yeah, there are, out of 100 people, okay, the top 2 or 3, they've done well. Bottom 97 haven't. The bottom 97 have not. Also, how do you know not one of these stories, friends? I'll just show you. Coinfessions, Rekt, just to give you an idea. Friends, if you've got an edge, keep exploiting it. I'm just telling you, most of you don't. You don't have an edge. And guess what? Your edge changes. Case in point, look at this guy. Scammer. I got into trenching in January, ran it up to 80 grand. Then I lost most of it on the Libra rug. And from there, I was just slowly rinsing myself to zero to restart. Then I had to restart. So in order to restart, I started reselling fake AirPods. I made 6 grand in 2 months. I redeposited everything back into soy, got back into the trenches and made it all back. And now I'm currently at low 100 to 200K, just getting started. Sometimes you just need to do whatever you got to do and take risks if you truly want it bad enough. So, isn't it funny, just the mental gymnastics? You went and literally scammed, robbed, thieved innocent people out there to go put money into a casino. We're looking at the success story. You know, the top 2 or 3 scammers that did it. I don't mean by top as in top in morals or anything. Like, but who cares about morals? You know what I mean? It's a game at the end of the day. I mean, like top in terms of people with the results. This is survivorship bias. You know, friends. You know all the people where this didn't work out. So for for every 2 or 3 of these stories, there's literally like 48 where it didn't work out. They're not the ones writing Coinfessions Rekt. They're too depressed. We've all been there. Okay, it's just your dopamine's so low. You didn't even want to look at crypto. The last thing you're going to do is come in and be like, oh, I know. Let me go message everybody. Let them know my success. So you just don't want to play in that game, dude. It's a scam game. Remember 1 year ago, the Japan yen carry meltdown sent crypto down 30%. Everybody said it was game over. Only the strong believed. That's true, friends. Remember a year ago, we had Japan's Pokemon Island and the yen thing exploding. Man, it was really a believer cycle, man. Because this is why, do you remember, friends, this is when we flipped red here on the weekly super trend. This is Bitcoin. Down here. Here it is. Bitcoin went below 52. Do you know why I was so depressed, man? I was just so in shock because I've been hearing about that Japan yen carry bullshit trade. I'm not joking, man. It'd been 14 years. No longer, 15. I'm not joking. Yeah. That's been around for like 30 years. And I know one day it's going to blow up. One day. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, here it is, isn't it? Dark prophecy. It's all over. That's why I just thought, oh my gosh, no, don't be the one. Then the VIX spikes to like 70 in ridiculous levels. It's just, it's a believer cycle, man. That's why, but you keep taking these risks, eventually you're going to get ping and ponged by the 1% risk event, but not on my watch. We are here for those sweet, sweet, sweet green candles. None of them have appeared so far, though. It's been a pretty poopy time. Remember, friends, Bitcoin and Ethereum, the guiding star of everything, and crypto and PulseChain. We need we're all in the same boat, man. Here's the liquidity chart I want to show you. Liquidity is coming back to pump crypto. Do you see this chart, friends? I know it just looks like, oh, it's meant to be going up. Yeah, but these are such a slow, long chart to tick up. So the liquidity injections, global M2, and the balance sheet expansion of central banks, it's all forecasted upwards. And it has been moving up. Look at the navy line, right? We have been ticking up. It's just you get the explosive part at the end. Okay, so it's basically no alt season, no alt season, no alt season, and then alt season here. Oh, wow, we're the future. That's pretty much what we're looking for. But yeah, man, we've just been waiting such a long time. Let's crank it a bit. As I look into the sunset, I think of all the people who cheated their bags. Why did they sell? Didn't they know we're here to believe? Keep believing. Shout out to Dick with Butt Army out here. Yeah, Vince, look, that's what it really is, the believer cycle, man. It's not wild. It's really it's true to the nature of the sentiment where you literally XRP, man. The universe showed us. It's the signal. It's a signal. XRP had no reason to pump. You have no tech. SEC still attacked them. They've had to copy paste everything. Ripple dumps on them. Everything says you shouldn't go up. You have no AI. You have no social fi. You had nothing. No zero knowledge technology. No privacy. Nothing. Everything on paper says you shouldn't have pumped. What happened? They pumped. They've done their first 7x move. I hope they do I hope they get to $10. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice. You get it. If XRP hits $10, 9 to 10, that means you're up 20x from last year. Yeah. That's big. Every 10 grand you put in is now 200. That's wild, man. That's wild. That's a believer cycle, man. That's a believer cycle. It is a believer cycle, isn't it? You literally got to believe. What's it like down there in stonk market land? Celebrating on a 2x? That's what we're here for, man. And by the way, we say it as a joke. Like people think people in crypto are greedy. No, it's not greed, dude. It's that when you lose in crypto, you don't lose 6%. You lose 99%. You literally lose the whole stack. So you can't be getting down on 2x because when you lose everything. So the wins have to make up for the losses. Remember, we're here, hopefully, getting an AI thrust into the economy. Remember, I made this picture using Grok Imagine, friends. How cool is it, man? I made the picture and this just animated it. It's so cool, man. And by the way, I didn't even tell it to do anything. It was just a standard. I just go animate it, and it just did this by default. How cute it is. Wee-hee! Me in my Pikachu suit. I still got my Pikachu suit, friends. I'm sorry, man. I need more dopamine. I'm not gonna make any forces, okay? I need more dopamine, friends, The last time you saw me going a bit happy was Maria Glitter Pants, which is right here, Maria's Disco Glitter Pants came when pDAI recovered that 0.5 cents and we thrust it up. But yeah. But the reason why that was, mildly exciting is because we were going to zero before. So the bar was like death. That was like the reference point. It was like death, and now we're back alive. And also, they came in the mail. And I'm like, oh, something new came in the mail. So I had a bit of that new shiny object. It is literally a shiny object. New shiny object came in the mail. So that's where my dopamine units went up. Remember, friends, I told you. Okay, it's literally, we get dopamine from seeing candles go up. Okay, that's humans, right? I think chocolate gives you like 100 units. Getting sunlight gives you 20 units. And listening to music gives you 20 units. Fornicating with another human being, otherwise known as sex, I think it gives you 200 units. Meth is literally like 1,500. And obviously, like I said to you all the time, I can't compare them because I'm still a virgin. But some of those dopamine sources are pretty good. Now, what's it going to be like if we have that blow off top? Remember, Uncle Bobby has us just going up only. For me, it's always up only. It's, but Uncle Bobby talking about moving into the next cycle part. I know, man. Like, you look at it, you're like, man, how do we end in the next 5 months? You don't know, man. Maybe Bitcoin hits like, maybe we go to 130, come back down. Maybe we just hit 150 and everyone thinks we're going to come down in November, December, January, but then it teleports to like 270. It actually does the blow off. And then that rotation out is epic and huge for like 2 months or 3 months in altcoins, and there you go. It's all done. Because alt season, friends, it's 100 days, yeah? 50 days of walking up and 50 days of euphoria. That's alt season. That's there's 6 data points, 3 cycles, 2 alt seasons each cycle, right? It's 100 days, 50 and 50. Now, we haven't even had one this cycle, by the way. We're overdue. We haven't even had one yet. Do you think we'll be peaking out soon? I wonder, friends. Here we have Pedro. His potential all-time highs to the top. Hex, 20 cents. E-Hex, $2. That'd be funny. Man, that'll be so funny. If he, but it's Richard Hart stuff. Yeah. Why wouldn't he do that? He could do that just to screw with you. All the weekends are out of E-Hex. What? Send the E-Hex, P-Hex ratio above 1? That'd be so funny. Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh, man. That'd be good. He also has pDAI to 16 cents up here. Yeah, friends. I don't know how... And Pulse 70x, Pulse X 60x. Yeah, so it's very, very possible. The thing is, though, I know what I'm just doing is... we're just astrology, but if you went through all this effort for pDAI, like, you have to fire up the engine and get the thing to fly, ping pong around the dollar. It has to be this bull market Because if you miss this opportunity, it's 4 years of death. Again, like, look, we're still suffering. Imagine Richard Hart never did the PulseChain sacrifice in that year, by the way. He would still not be able to raise any money. There's nothing to raise, you know, because there's no interest. There's literally, that's how tough it is. You have to do everything in the bull market. It really is a believer cycle. Remember when I posted this as well, friends? Me and Royce and Hart debating everyone. This was back at the bottom of pDAI when the price collapsed. I wonder if PulseChain community, once it goes up. See, here's the thing, friends. Because PulseChain's just rinsed and there's no friendship anywhere, it's easy to like look at pDAI cult and go, oh, well, you know, all this is up. But no, man. You got to remember, PulseChain is contrarian for the whole of crypto. Everywhere. They don't even know what pDAI is. They can't even comprehend it. You know, they'll comprehend it once they see it at like 5 or 10 cents. Okay, maybe. But they can understand this cult chain, right? But they'll really understand it when we're up here. I really hope we get there. What do you think is going to happen? Like, subscribe, bitty button, or catch you in the next one.